killing the Z Trifold just after 3 months of its launch looks like a failure. Except that's not the whole story, because behind the scenes, Samsung might already be working on the next version. And it's not just a refresh, it could completely change how we looked at the first Trifold. So let's get into it. Now, let's start with something really interesting, because this isn't just another random rumor, but something official. Samsung filed a real patent that looks like what we've seen last year, but it's actually something different. It's much wider and squarer when it's folded. And here's where it starts to matter.
The Z Trifold almost delivers on that tablet in your pocket idea, but in real use, the cover display still felt narrow. Now, Samsung already comes a long way in fixing their tall and narrow cover screen inside the Z Fold, but put it next to a wider passport-style design, and suddenly the current one feels cramped. Typing feels easier, and videos fit the screen way better. Now, before you get too excited, patents don't always turn into products. We have seen plenty of those that never saw the light of day. But this one feels different, because it matches exactly what Samsung is already building. But here's where most people get this completely wrong. When Samsung canceled the production of the Z Trifold, many reported it as a failure. But honestly, it's much bigger than that. The Z Trifold launched and disappeared in 3 months, like it never existed. And this is the part people missed. This was never about winning. It was a controlled test to see, will people actually pay laptop-level money for a foldable? And we all know how it sold out in minutes, twice after launch. And this is where everything starts to connect.
Samsung isn't just experimenting in patents, they're already shifting the lineup. The Galaxy Z Fold 8 Wide is coming this summer, right alongside the standard Z Fold 8. So this Z Trifold Wide patent doesn't look like something random. It looks like step 2. And here's the bigger picture. The foldable market is growing fast, and this shift is already happening, and that's obvious. Apple is about to enter this space, and when they lock in a direction, the entire industry follows. Huawei already launched the wider fold, the Z Fold 8 Wide coming out in July, and it's pretty much clear what we're about to see this year. So here's what Samsung is actually doing. They're preparing for what's coming.
Now, of course, there's a catch. The current Trifold launched at $2,500 and quickly pushed to $2,900 due to rising component costs. Even at that price, Samsung wasn't really making profit. But this was a limited edition smartphone, and making it in bulk certainly reduces the price of production. But still, it is a long way to see the Z Trifold 2, so we'll have to wait for the pricing. But here is the most important part. Samsung tested the Trifold. They proved people will pay. And if they really redesigned it into a wider version of it, that's where this starts to make sense. But right now, it's still just a patent. We'll have to wait until it's out. However, what's confirmed is the Z Fold 8 Wide coming this summer, bringing back the upgrade we all missed on the Z Fold 7. We want you to stay with us by subscribing and share your valuable feedback through comments. See you in the next video.